Hey, it's Pete here, and I'm back for Hand of the Week. Now, this hand came from the Australian Open playoffs. I was playing with my wife Laura, and we did reasonably well. We finished 8th in the pairs trials, so that was alright. But going into the final match, I made a seriously costly mistake. So I just wanted to bring it up and talk about my options and what I actually learnt from this as well. So let's jump straight in and see what happened. So went pass to me, and I've got this quite nice hand. I've got 17 points, 6-4, and some good suits. So I started with 1 diamond, and the opponent's overcalled a spade, which makes my hand a bit worse. But my partner came in with 2 hearts, and that went pass to me. So at this stage, what I know is my partner's got 5 hearts. We've got a fit, a maximum pass hand, which is good. And I was wondering, can we make slam opposite this? So I started envisaging some hands. And if my partner's got fitting cards and diamonds, like ace queen of diamonds and queen jack to 5 hearts, then slam's actually really good. Minus the fact that it might go spade rough. Other hands that my partner might have are the ace of spades, ace of diamonds, queen of hearts, and queen 5th heart. And then, again, slam's pretty good. And that's a lot better. So I figured there was still like a couple of hands where I could think of perfect cards for my partner to have. And I usually don't like thinking of perfect hands, but there's a way I can ask my partner for perfect cards. So here what I did is I jumped to 4 clubs, which was a splinter, saying I've got a fit in hearts and a singleton or void club. Now, usually I would have 4 card support for this, but on hands like this I felt like it was appropriate because I want to find out, does my partner have just absolutely no wasted points in clubs? And because they're a passed hand, they can't get too excited anyway. So next, my partner, she bid 4 diamonds. Now, this for us is last train, which is basically, I got a good hand for you, do you want to go on or not? So basically it's just saying, I'm wanting to cooperate, are you interested? And because I wanted absolutely perfect cards, I just signed off in 4 hearts. And now my partner moved on with a key card anyway. So what this means is I have perfect cards for you. When you bid 4 clubs, I have what you were looking for. Absolutely perfect cards. And here it goes pass, and I decided to show you 2 key cards with a void, so I bid 5 no trumps. So our responses to key card is we've got the normal ones, 1 or 4, 0 or 3, 2 without the queen, 2 with the queen. But if you go past that and you bid 5 no trumps or jump in a suit, what we do is if you bid 5 no trumps, it says I've got an even amount of key cards with a void, so in this case 2 with a void, and if I jump to 6 clubs or something, it says I've got an odd amount of key cards with a void. So here I showed my void club, and then my partner bid 6 clubs. And for us, what this actually means is we've got all the key cards. So she's got the ace of diamonds and ace of spades. Do I have something more? So maybe she's looking for the queen of trumps because I haven't been able to state that yet or not. Or maybe she's looking for like solid diamonds or something like that. Anyway, I figured I didn't have what she wanted. So I just bid 6 hearts. And at this stage it went pass, pass, double. I went pass, pass, pass. Okay, and we got the king of clubs lead. So we got the king of clubs. This was Laura's hand. She's got ace 3rd, jack 9, 8 5th, ace x 3 little. So again, she's got perfect cards. I was initially thinking maybe she could have the queen, but again, I would want, like, when I splintered, this is a hand that I thought might move on. And we've got ourselves to a slightly dodgy slam without the double. We've got, basically I have to cash the ace king of hearts and hope that the queen of hearts drops doubleton, or if the heart didn't drop doubleton, then we could hope that the person who had, like, you'd take a diamond finesse and hope that, like, East had queen 3rd diamond and the queen of hearts, and then you could draw the trumps, or you'd do something like that. When we got doubled, it was a little bit differently. So Laura roughed in and cashed the ace of hearts, and they show out here. And we proceeded to go for 1100. So very costly, but what was the mistake here? Now, let's backtrack in the backtrack to the bidding. Okay, so let's jump over, look back at my hand. So we got doubled here, so a couple of options I had. Firstly, maybe I shouldn't bid 4 clubs. I did know that this was a pushy bid, but I did come up with some hands where we could make slam, and I knew that because Laura had this 4 diamond bid available, she would only be moving when she had perfect cards for me. So no wasted points, really good hand for slam. Another slam hand she could have had was like singleton spade and ace queen of diamonds and queen jack of hearts, and the overcaller could have had 6 spades or something like that. But, so there was definitely hands that could make. So maybe that wasn't maybe that wasn't too bad. Like it was pushy. I took an action. I'm not upset about my 4 club bid. What about showing 2 with a void? So when partner key cards, now I know she's got both aces, but she could have both aces and the queen of hearts, and this is one of the hands that I was looking for. But I could have chosen to bid just 5 hearts. I've got 2 without the queen. And then if Laura has both of those aces and the queen of trumps, we're only missing 1 key card and she can raise. So one option here is maybe I shouldn't have bid 5 no trumps. But again, I was looking for that hand where she's got ace queen of diamonds, queen jack of hearts, and maybe a stiff spade, in which case we still want to be in slam. So again, another potential mistake here. Maybe I shouldn't have shown my void, and I should have just said I don't have the queen of trumps. So could have gone wrong there. When partner bid 6 clubs, I also had the option of bidding 6 diamonds here, but we hadn't discussed what 6 diamonds was, and I thought maybe that would be, I have solid diamonds, if that's what you're looking for, bid 7. So if Laura does have ace, ace, queen, I really don't want her bidding 7 thinking that, oh wow, we've got solid diamonds and solid hearts, so she could bid 7. While 6 diamonds is the slam that I want to sort of be playing here, I thought that this might encourage her to bid 7, and we hadn't discussed it because we're a newish partnership. So again, another potential mistake, but not one I'm particularly upset about. The biggest mistake I had is here. Is now when I get doubled, I know a lot about the hand. I know Laura's got both the aces. I know hearts are breaking terribly. And it looks like she was looking for the queen of trumps. And what we can see is if we just visualize the play, it's going to go club lead, I'm going to ruff. We're going to draw 2 rounds of trumps or something like that. And then my hand's kind of useless. We know East has short spades. There's only so many diamonds that we can cash. They're going to ruff, they're going to cash all their clubs, and we're going to go off a lot. So I know this, but I didn't stop and reevaluate. What I should have done here is bid 7 diamonds. And yes, I'll get doubled by one of the players, I don't know which one, but let's say it just goes double, and they then they have to work out what to lead, but let's say they lead a spade. It's probably their best lead. They know I've got a void. But here, 7 diamonds is a much, much better contract. So, firstly, if Laura had the 10 of hearts, I would have been able to make 7 diamonds and still go for like 800 in 6 hearts. So what I knew was, I knew partner had both aces, I knew they were looking for something, and then when I got doubled, I knew hearts were breaking badly. So what I should have done is reevaluate it. Now, there's a bunch of times when you should reevaluate what contract you're in. So if you get doubled, just pause and think, okay, so I know that this is breaking badly. What cards do I know about my partner's hand? And is there a better spot? So here I had so much information I could have chosen differently, and I failed to reevaluate after I got doubled, but running to 7 diamonds would have been fantastic. The other thing that, the other times that you should do it is maybe like you're on the way to slam, you ask for a queen and your partner says no, but maybe you've got a slam in a different suit. So always pause and reevaluate in those spots if you know a lot of information about your partner's hand. But anyway, in 7 diamonds doubled, I would have won, and here I'm missing the queen of diamonds and I'm missing the queen 10 of hearts, but I know hearts are 5-0 very likely, or at least East definitely has the queen of hearts and probably the 10. So I know spades are 5-1. What I should do now is I should just go king of diamonds and diamond over to the ace. Okay, so king of diamonds and a diamond. And if West had doubled and queen of diamonds, I would be making this contract. But that's not too likely. But the main thing here is I can still get rid of my heart loser by a double finesse. So I can then lead the jack of hearts, and it'll go jack, queen, and they might even ruff it. But now I still have that ace of spades as a backup entry, and I can finesse the ten of hearts and just go one down. So if I'd managed to reevaluate my contract once I got doubled, realized I should run to 7 diamonds, I would have turned minus 1100 into minus 200. And if Laura had the 10 of hearts, I would have been making this contract. So this was a very costly mistake. And I was lucky that Laura didn't have the 10 of hearts, because otherwise that would have been a extremely costly mistake, because I might have been able to make grand on a guess of who had the queen of diamonds, rather than going for 800. But yeah, main things, reevaluate your contract when you get doubled. Doesn't mean you should run, but just think, okay, what do I know about partners cards? And yeah, here I was lazy, and very costly mistake. It cost us 15 imps. If I got away for 200, it would have cost us 3 imps. Yes, there was lots of marginal decisions I made along the way. I'm not too upset with all of them. There was arguments for and against both of them, but 7 diamonds was clear, and I missed it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this hand of the week, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.